Good.
Is it 2 o'clock? We're 2:02. We're much better than last week.
We're on.
Oh, happy Saturday, everybody. How are ya? Christina Rue here from HLC Bookkeeping and Office Services with twin sister
Krista.
Nice to meet ya, so we don't know ya. But basically, we come to you every Saturday, 2-ish, just to talk about life, where you live, work, and worship, things we've learned through the years, however many those are. What is that? A lady never says. And then basically, we just like to share information, and if we can help others, that makes us feel good, so that's what we do it for. But basically, HLC, we're a bookkeeping firm in Jeanette, Pennsylvania, 724-561-7460, hlcbookkeeping.com. You can send us questions, comments, concerns through the website, or of course, you can call the number or send an email to office@yourhlc.com. But every Saturday, we just pick 3 topics, or we are given topics from people, and we always give a bookkeeping tip because we're bookkeepers.
It's what we do.
So Chris is going to recap what we talked about last week, and then we're going to dive into this week.
Okay, so last week we talked about assets, because there's all different.
Did you just swear? Accounting joke.
Yes, we're gonna. One of these days I'm gonna make all these puns of accounting terms. It's gonna be good, but
yes.
I'm not in that creative vein today, so it's not gonna happen. But there are all different types of assets. You want to make sure you're classifying things correctly on your balance sheet. We can help you with that if you're need some help.
Yeah.
Right. And then we talked about also a lot of times people don't want to necessarily understand what you don't need to understand what you do.
They just want you to fix your problem.
That's it.
That's it.
Mm-hmm. But as bookkeepers, I'm going to tell you what we're doing because it involves money.
Yes.
Like, even if you don't want to know about it, you're going to know about it because it's your money.
Yes.
What are you looking for?
I'm listening to you.
Oh,
intensely.
Okay. I'm like, good.
Sorry.
Okay. I was like, why is she looking at me? Okay. So 3, team building. You know, make sure that there are more than one way to build a team. And a lot of it depends on the personality of your team. That's why you need social skills. You need to understand people. What I tell kids that are in college, like, if you want to be an accountant, great. But you better also be taking psychology and sociology, because psychology helps you understand people. Sociology helps you understand when all those people are in one place, who's going to be in charge.
The relationships.
That's right. The relationships of all that.
Yeah.
Fascinating. I think
you could have been
amazing.
A sociology major because she loves.
I loved it.
That whole interaction of how people, when you have a group of this many people and then you bring in a new influence, how they react to that influence.
It's so much fun.
If it's an internal combustion type thing, or if it's an external thing, how people are going to do it. But
you have to know how different personalities work together or don't.
Yes.
Because there are some people who cannot work together.
Yeah, and it doesn't always have to be like this crazy serious thing.
No.
I still think, like, one of the best things we did a personality test based on which Muppet you were. That was my favorite thing we ever did.
It was so fun.
That was so fun. I think we talked about that last week.
I think we did too. Yeah. We're scooters. Yep. All right. And then number 4, Christine told us about how to do bookmarks and QuickBooks Quick Tips.
Yes, I did.
All right. So today our topics are identifying your audience whenever you're a speaker.
Yes. Go. Okay. So basically, whenever you're a speaker, you kind of have to know to whom you are speaking. So if you're asked to speak an event and talk about your topic, you kind of want to know, well, who, what, when, where, why are these people, right? Are they here because they're all part of one type of group? Or are they here because they're just at a convention type thing, and they might have multiple different types of businesses because it's just a vendor show? Like, what are you speaking to? So you kind of want to get to know your audience a little bit to make sure that what you're saying is relevant to that audience.
Correct.
So that was just make sure you kind of know if you've been asked to speak, which is a great opportunity for you as a business person or as an individual, because the person at the front of the room always is perceived to have authority on that topic.
That's right.
So speak wisely.
We should also talk about dressing for success.
Oh, yes.
Because, like, on Saturdays, okay, we're in our comfy cozy. Because we have no one coming in to see us because it's by appointment only. But whenever you're projecting authority, you should look like an authority on the subject.
Yeah, if you're giving a presentation on makeup, maybe you should be wearing makeup.
Would be a good thing.
Just saying.
Would be a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also humor.
Yeah.
Because humor is very different in groups.
And sometimes people are too serious.
They are.
And like they're
really
stressed to be where they are.
Right.
And so if you can kind of bring humor to the situation, it just lightens the mood, and then people's ears open.
They do.
They open when you make them laugh because they want you to make them laugh again.
That's right.
That's really what it is.
That's right, because they're like,
life is stressful.
Yeah.
It really is.
Because, like, you can impart all this knowledge, all this wisdom, but if they're not listening, it did no good.
What good did it do?
No good.
Exactly.
So you have to engage them.
Correct.
And you have to be able, again, psychology, sociology, read that audience. When am I losing them?
Yep.
Do I need to change the tone of voice?
Yes.
Because how I talk to a group of accountants is very different how I might talk to high school kids. The language is different. The tone of voice is different.
Yeah.
Everything.
Everything.
Because you have to know your audience.
Correct. You do. And like, I think that's what's so hard is sometimes, especially if you're put in a situation where you didn't know you were going to speak, so you didn't have that prep time.
Okay.
So like you as whatever person you are, if you're known for writing a book or known for bookkeeping or known for running a nonprofit, you should always have a couple topics in the back of your mind. So if you're ever asked to speak, you're ready to go.
Yeah, because that's happened to us a lot. They're like, well, so-and-so's not going to make it. You just go talk 10 minutes on something? Because we're talkers.
People, I can talk for an hour. I'm just saying. And like sometimes people wish I wouldn't talk for an hour, but I can sometimes.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true. All right. So the next topic I wanted to talk about is merchant processing, because we're getting a lot of questions on it. There's tons of merchant processors up there. You have to do your research. Because like QuickBooks has merchant processing. So if you have QuickBooks, it might make sense to do it through QuickBooks. But sometimes their rates aren't as good as, say, NMI. So maybe you want to get a proposal for them. Or, oh, your bank has a relationship with Clover, and maybe it's easier to go with your bank. It might be a little more expensive, but the symbiotic relationship they have saves you time in the long run.
Symbiotic relationship. That was beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. So merchant processing, it's more than what are your rates.
Correct.
You have to think beyond that.
And let's talk about this too. Just like insurance, you should be bidding out merchant processing.
Every 3 years minimum.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep, that's right. So because it just keeps everybody honest, on their toes, all that kind of fun stuff.
Yep.
And then also point of sale, same thing. There's a lot of different point of sales. You've got to do your homework.
Yep. Figure out what's, and like there's certain businesses that are more geared to different point of sale systems. So you want to definitely be asking questions.
Yes, Square, that's another one. They have the whole kit and caboodle plus payroll.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
all right.
Let's see here. What was the next topic?
The next topic was, do I have what it takes to run a business.
Oh my gosh. All right. Dun, dun, dun. Get yourself ready to go. Okay. So people have asked us, I'm thinking of going into business, but I don't know if I should. Yeah. Okay. So if you already have that hesitation, we're going to be perfectly blunt and
brutally honest here.
Because that's who we are. We love you, but we're perfectly honest and brutal.
That's right. You don't pay us to sugarcoat.
Well, some people don't pay us at all. They just listen. So that's fine too. So before you want to start out, you have to think about, you want to go into business because there's something you love.
You're passionate.
You're passionate.
And you have to be passionate. If you're not passionate, don't do it.
Yeah. If you're going into business because, there's nothing else left to do, that's not a good reason. You have to have something that keeps you going when cash flow gets tight, when deals fall through, when you have to have an internal drive for business.
Yeah.
What's motivating you? Everybody talks about you have to have your why for why you're going into business and why you're doing what you do. And it's really what's in your heart. That's it. I get annoyed when people say, what's your why? It's not what's your why. It's what motivates you. What's in your heart to make you do what you do. But I digress.
Wow.
So,
Or sometimes you just get pissed off.
Yeah.
And you're like, I'm not working for you anymore.
Yeah. And that could be why some people start their own business. So anyways, some of the reasons include you want to be self-employed, which takes discipline. You want financial and creative independence and wanting to maximize your skills and knowledge. And sometimes it is you're just tired of.
That's so true. You have to be self-motivated to learn.
Yes.
Because if you're not learning in your business every day, you're not working.
Correct. Professional development. We've talked about this before. Key. You have to set aside time to do
taxes change, laws change. You have to be up on it.
And then you have to determine what business is right for me. If I'm not good at talking to people, maybe I don't want a service-based business. Because then I got to talk to people all the time. Right?
Yes.
Ironic.
That is so funny.
I know.
If you're like a grumpy pumpy.
Yeah. And if you're.
Might not be you.
If you have a plethora of technical skills that are translatable, meaning other people don't have them, don't want them, whatever, that's a built-in commodity that you have right there. All business is finding a need and filling it.
That's it.
So if you can help people identify that your business is the need they have, then sales happen. But you have to be able to communicate that.
And for the first year, you've got to go work it.
Yes. Yes.
Like it doesn't just build by itself. It can.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the lucky
Sometimes
ones.
you get lucky. Sometimes
you like the first 2 years of business, it was easy. I think I went to one thing. They hired me. It was a 2-year job. Great. But that doesn't always work.
Yeah.
Doesn't always work.
Exactly. So like sometimes you have to have your passion. You have to know what you're bringing to the table to help people improve. And you have to let them hear what you can do for them. You have to learn how to communicate it. So, and you have to say, well, okay, so I have these skills. People have told me I should go into business. What do I charge? What do I not charge? What do I include? Well, normally, when you're starting a business, you're not the very first one who ever started that type of business.
That's right.
So this is a good time to get involved with like groups of people who do what you do. So if you are a plumber, you're going to join the plumbing association or some service
or a business-based
thing. Or like if it's a union shop, you want to learn about the union stuff. So like there's definitely things you want to do. So like you definitely want to say, okay, I know this skill set. How am I going to translate that skill set? What am I going to do for people? And how are they going to hear what I'm doing for them is important. Then you should be able to identify how you're going to market that business. As we said, it doesn't just happen.
That's right.
Like 1 out of a million Because, I mean, let's face it, 50% of businesses that start in year 1 are done in year 2. And then half of those don't even make it to year 5. So, like, you have to, it's
Have
work.
to have a plan,
You got to
people.
work it.
Have to have it.
That's right. And then if you have a genuine good idea for a business, you know you can market it, you know you can sell it, you know you can fulfill the needs of your clients. What competition's out there? Are other people doing what you do? Like, it's not just like, I'm going to start a business, here I go. Think about it.
Yeah.
Now, there are some ready-made business, multi-level marketing businesses are ready to go. They already have your products. They already have your services that you're going to sell, and they have you set up and ready to go. It's, can you sell it? So, like, those are things you have to consider. So, like, owning your own business, there's different models of owning your own business. There's the entrepreneurs who are starting from scratch. They have nothing. They're just going to take their dream and go. And then you have the people who are buying into a system that they know is established and works, and then going up the ladder there. So, like, there's many ways to have your own business, but you have to know what works for you, and are you going to be able to do it? What discipline do you have? If you struggle right now getting yourself to do what you have to do at work, owning your own business is not a good thing, because you would have nobody else to hold you accountable. So some people are employees, and that's good. That's good. We need employees.
That's right.
And we talked about this before. If you're not a good employee, you can't be a good owner, and vice versa. Nope. So just things to think about if you want to start your own business, and you want to get in groups that help you. When we started in our own business, we joined the chambers, we joined the Women's Business Network, and they helped us along the way. They taught us how to market. They taught us what financial things we have to have in place. They taught us how to market. They taught us what insurance you need. Like, you have to be open to taking instruction and criticism.
That's right.
So
that's right.
There you go. In a nutshell. So if you have a passion, a desire, and you want to start a business, you need to talk to somebody and see if you have the discipline to do that and become your own business owner.
That's right.
So there you go.
All right. And again, you can visit our website. It has tons of articles on this stuff.
The articles.
Yeah. Because you don't know what you don't know.
Correct.
Is the thing there.
Yep. And people, I don't want to know everything. We've talked about this before. You have to know when you're putting that off. I didn't want to make the website again. I found somebody very well priced, gave us the website we wanted. Loved it. Still love it.
That's right. All right. Then for our QuickBooks quick tips, again, just a reminder, QuickBooks Online is worldwide. So you don't have to be in my area for us to help you. Or you don't have to be, you can be traveling. There's people I know. One of my friends retired, got bored, opened a business, but it's a consulting business. So she just like talks to people about their issues. Yeah, service based. But then she wanted to travel. QuickBooks Online, perfect.
Travels with you.
That's perfect. You can be on your cruise ship, talking to your people, making money while you're enjoying it.
Yep.
Whatever. So again,
whatever.
Yeah. And there's so many different options. There's simple start if you don't need a lot of stuff. There's advanced if you do need a lot of stuff.
You got a lot of people in there. More than 5 people, you have to have advanced.
That's right.
Because that plus only goes up to 5 people.
That's right. So like there are stages of growth in a business.
And it grows with you.
So it's nice. But again, accounting systems are accounting systems. You just have to be using one. And again, the first few years I was in business, before Christina came on as the QuickBooks queen, I used Excel. There was just me consulting. I didn't need a lot of stuff.
Yep.
I was doing my own taxes because I was a C.
The good old
Schedule
days.
C. Yeah. But like then I grew And then I needed more defined systems, processes, all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all. I just wanted to remind about that because I just thought that was interesting. Can I do QuickBooks on a cruise? Long as they have Wi-Fi.
Yeah, as long as you have Wi-Fi, you can do it. Wi-Fi and a device. You have to get it on your phone, your iPad, your computer, whatever. Mm-hmm.
Yep. All right. So thank you again for joining us on Saturday Solutions.
Dun, dun, dun.
Our phone number 724-561-7460. And remember, if you want to talk to someone about starting a business, we have a free half-hour house call. It can be by Zoom, where you can just kick around an idea. We'll give you some ideas of what you need to research, and then you can decide. Website is hlcbookkeeping.com and email office@yourhlc.
Yep. And thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful, happy Saturday.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. I lost the cursor again.